Here, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto was the Fox Monarch? The end of this What If. Yes, this is part 6 of this What If, and yes, it's going to be the end of this What If. But yeah, I am going to end it off here in part 6. Part 6 where also What If Naruto met Kaksu and trained with Kaksu will also be the end for part 6 and, well, on part 6, but yeah. Or if I get something interesting, new, an idea on how to else end it, but whatever. But not the point. Um, I'm trying to end these two what ifs and then go on to do what's it called? What if Naruto was like, was trained by Hidan? What if Naruto? Okay, basically like the other Narutos. The other Naruto what ifs, or three Naruto what ifs I'm gonna bring back is the Hidan one, the what's it called? The dark, or mostly the lightsaber one, and also yeah, I think those are the two. And what was the other one? And you know what? I'm actually going to bring back the Sunshine What If. Those three are gonna be the other three What Ifs I'm gonna be working on for this week. And yeah, okay. Yesterday I couldn't really get into any of these What Ifs, mostly for part 6. I did mention I was going to try them, like, end them off. But one thing, I got home, I was tired, I fell asleep. Then I woke up back at like 12 a.m. Well, not 12 a.m. Yeah, I woke up at 12 a.m. and then I stayed up a little bit all the way to 2 o'clock, and then I went back to sleep. Yeah, no. But whatever. Let me begin this as What If. I know I've been going on rambling, but let me just begin. No recaps, because this is the, your last one was like about 2 days ago since I uploaded this. But not the point. Let me begin, and let me shut up. Okay, ding. Well, let's begin. So, we go into Naruto. Now, Naruto has 8 tails in total, not 9. He hasn't actually got the final tail from the Fox Monarch. Yes, he has 8 tails, and he's actually pretty good in mastery of all 8 tails. The 8 tails he contains is the first tail, Sun Tail, second tail, Moon Tail, third tail, Weather Storm, well, mostly like Weather / Storm Tail. Fourth tail is Nature Tail. Fifth is what's it called? Dream Tail. It's mostly like the dream kind of reality, imaginary, something like that. Sixth tail is what's it called? Emotions. Seventh tail is soul manipulation, and eighth tail is time manipulation. But yeah, time and space manipulation. But yeah, of course, after 8, that's his in total 8 tails. The last tail will be a mystery, but yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, we go into, well, Naruto. Naruto is with his, what's it called, 2 best friends. Yes, his 2 best friends are, well, a girl named Esther from the Ice Clan, and a girl who is named Kensaki from, well, the Blood Clan. Of course, this is where Kensaki has like this blood halo and kind of wearing black clothes and somewhat black and reddish. Of course, this is where Esther is mostly wearing kind of like white clothes, and her blonde blue hair with her bluish eyes are just became long. Well, mostly her hair became longer, her eyes stayed the same, but yeah. Of course, well, they're basically Naruto's kind of best friends, yeah. Of course, Naruto's also friends with the other clan kids, like Shikamaru, Shino, and Choji. They are basically still his best friends. Well, mostly guy best friends, but when girl best friends are mostly Estef and Kenzaki. But of course, he also has the other kind of like clan best friends or whatever. He knows Iwabi from the kind of metal clan. Iwabi's from a metal clan and all that, who is actually able to manipulate metal. He knows Blazer, who is from this like Blaze clan, who is able to use a very powerful fire. Of course, he knows Psyche, who's actually from the mostly like Telekinesis clan. He knows a bunch of other clans like this, wait. He knows this person named Oyu, who has kind of like this steamy whitish hair and all that. And of course, he has kind of like a little bit of like grayish eyes. Well, they're mostly black. But of course, well, his Kekkei is able to kind of use hot water, mostly steam. Or mostly it's a mixture of water and steam, and it's just called hot water. Where he actually able to use very, very hot water, but yeah. Of course, he is friends with other clans, but yeah, he mostly trained with them in about 5 years, mostly, yeah, to kind of, well, not 5 years, mostly 4 years, in his own, like, what's it called, compound, the Uzumaki Namikaze compound, but yeah. Of course, Naruto has taken the name Uzumaki still. He still has it. He hasn't really taken the Namikaze name. He really won't take the Namikaze name because he wants to rather make a family name of the Uzumaki. But yeah. Of course, Naruto also has met Kurama, but he only has a mastery of Kurama's power by like 75%. Of course, he did ask the, what's it called, the Fox Monarch about the Ninth Tail, and the Fox Monarch has just been really secretive about what that last tail is exactly. Of course, well, the Fox Monarch is mostly being really secretive around Naruto about the last tail. This is where, well, Naruto has become closer friends with the Fox Monarch and the Kyuubi, but the Fox Monarch still denies his request about the known factory about what the Ninth Tail exactly is. But yeah, I won't explain it until he actually unlocks it. But yeah, so let's begin into where I last left off. But yeah, of course, to get out of the kind of compound, this is where, well, mostly the clan kids do visit their families, like their mom and dad and all that. This is where, well, Kiba, he did train with Naruto a little bit. He didn't really train that long in the, what's it called, in the compound mostly, but yeah. It's because he wanted to train on his own and show that he was a better alpha. He didn't need Naruto's training. He only stayed in like 1 month in the training and all that, and realized it's too hard, and of course just left. Of course, it worked well. When Kiba saw Naruto when they broke 17, Kiba wanted to fight Naruto, but of course Naruto kicked the shit out of him. Yeah, he easily got whooped, but yeah. Of course, it worked well. Naruto doesn't really care about Hinata Hyuga or any of the other clans. Well, mostly like Hinata Hyuga, or what's it called? Well, he did help out, what's it called, Neji and all that. He did kind of train with Neji and all that, Neji Hyuga, because Neji, he might be a little arrogant, but a little training will help him. He also did train with some like non-clan kids, like what's it called, Tenten, and also Rock Lee, but yeah. He let them kind of just come, but yeah. Of course, it worked well. Neji has became also, well, he became taller, and of course, less arrogant about talking destiny and all that bullshit. Of course, same with Rock Lee. Rock Lee has become stronger and still very youthful. He has the power of youth! Yes. Tenten has become more of a battle strategist, and what's it called, strategy, and also an expert in weapons. But yeah. Of course, it worked well. My guy was so happy to see his son figure named Neji. No, I'm just kidding. But really, it's Rock Lee. Of course, he just happy to see his students. Of course, they did take out, well, they didn't really take on some missions. So, of course, they're still at their rank and all that. They just have to take a lot of missions to stay at their rank. But yeah. Some of the, what's it called, the clan kids that were somewhat getting level went to actually take the, what's it called, tuning exam. Well, after they had to deal with a small little problem. And that was, well, the Akashis. Now, Naruto has got multiple visions of what might happen, but yeah. Thanks to his time tail, mostly his time and space tail, mostly, the time ability on that 8 tail was actually given visions. Think of it like Julius' visions from Black Clover, where he's able to see the future and, of course, predict the future, and usually those predictions are 100% on, like, point. Naruto's predictions are similar to, like, Julius' predictions, but yeah. Of course, Naruto doesn't have, like, a second soul. You don't need to believe that. Yeah, he doesn't have a second soul, so he's not like Julius, but yeah. Of course, Naruto is just walking around the kind of Leaf Village, so we go into Naruto. Naruto's walking around, and this is where, he kind of walks around with just wearing what's called, it's like very lightish orange, what's called armor and all that. And of course has the kind of, the symbol on the armor and all that. He does also have the Uzumaki symbol on the back, but mostly the symbol on the front and all that. Of course, wearing like this yellow kimono and all that. And of course, well, he does have this like fox kind of mask on his side of his head. His hair is yellow, and of course, his ears are kind of, well, mostly the fox ears are kind of pointing out. But yeah, he does have all 8 tails out. Well, mostly not all 8, mostly one of them out. Just a sun one. And of course, he's just right now smiling with a happy, cheerful look. Of course, this is where Kenzaki and also Estef are right next to him. It's where Kenzaki has one arm and Estef has another arm. But yeah, mostly talking about talking to Naruto and what he wants to do. This is where Naruto says, it's been about 4 years. I guess have fun for a little bit. Besides, we still gotta take out the Akases. This is where Kenzaki says, so what kind of fun should we have? This is where, well, Estef says, oh no, maybe we should just go look around the village. It's been 40 years, we should probably see how this village changed. This is where, well, 3 Anbus appear, and of course, this is where Tsunade, well, not Tsunade, mostly, Nowaki was one of the Anbus, and this is where Nowaki, who's the captain of the actual Anbus, said, hello there, Naruto-san. You must come towards what they call Harusen Sarutobi's office. Can your presence be, can your presence be shown? That's where Naruto says, yes, I forgot about the old man. Sure, I'll come. This is where, Nawaki kinda is happy, and this is where Nawaki's happy to see Naruto. Yes, Nawaki's happy to be alive, and does now know about, well, what happened 4 years ago, and how he's back. He wasn't knocked out, he was dead, but he was brought back to life too because of Naruto's ability. Now, of course, where Naruto is going towards, well, Harusen's office, of course, is where, well, he body flickered, but this is where Estef and also Kenzaki did the same. This is where, well, Naruto left a very very goldenish trail. This is where, well, Estef left a very frozen and permanent frost on the ground trail. And of course, this is where, well, Kenzaki just left like a very bloody trail. But yeah, this is where, well, Nawaki is shocked to even see how fast they actually became. They're only 17 and they're still just way, way stronger than normal people. This is where Naruto appears right in front of Harusen and of course the other council members, the other clan heads. And yes, the other clan heads that were kind of smaller to medium, like the Grama clan and the others, are kind of there at the table and all that. Not like the siblings. The siblings are gone. Also, those like 2 elders were kind of kicked out of the council member and all that, just because they were too old and actually was replaced with newer ones. But yeah, of course Jiraiya is there and even Tsunade, and of course Dan is there. And this is where, well, Naruto is right now sitting in the Uzumaki chair. This is where Kenzaki and this is where Estef are right next to him. This is where, well, Kensaki's father is kind of looking at Naruto with this kind of just little grin. But yeah, this is where, well, Estef's father is kind of having a stern look, but happy inside to see, well, his baby girl being strong, but of course being next to Naruto. This is where, well, Harusen says, hello there, Naruto-san. It's been a while, it's been 4 years. It seems that your training has improved a lot. Your power has grown a lot. So, we are here. After you did say after the 4 years of time skip of you training, you did say that you wanted to talk about the kind of little attacks that might be happening in the near future. Naruto says, exactly, Harusen-san. This is where, well, he mostly say Hokage-san. This is where, Naruto says, with, well, my 8 tails of unlocking, the 8 tail allows me, well, he talks to the other clan heads, allows me to see into the future. Mostly predictions, but at the same time, a very vivid picture of what will happen in the near future. The near future will count of, well, some group of S-rank ninjas. A mostly group of fully S-rank ninjas. Some of them might be tricky to fight, some of them might be harder to fight, and some of them might be easy to fight. But they are all very, well, what's it called, evil. The reason why they're evil at this point, because, well, they are S-rank ninjas, but the crime they're gonna commit is pretty much a danger to all 5 great nations. The reason why I'm saying this is because they're gonna collect all 9 Biju. Starting from the 1 tails, 2 tails, 3 tails, 4 tails, 5 tails, 6 tails, 7 tails, 8 tails, and the 9 tails, which I contain. But they are all wanting these Bijus to unlock a new Biju that has been lost to history for thousands of years. Here's where all the clan heads starts kind of whispering to each other and all that. Mostly, what's it called, the Narwa kind of talks to the Akamichi, and even what's it called, the Aburame. What's it called, also the Yamanakas, but yeah. This is what, well, all of them are kind of just talking to each other. Hiruzen says, be quiet. Let me hear the story about this new Biju, Naruto. Okay, from my understanding, the new Biju, or a kind of old ancient Biju, is called the Ten Tails, a mixture of all 9 Bijus. From my understanding, that the Ten Tails was the original Biju from the 9 Tails. The only reason why there's 9 tails right now, well, 9-tailed beasts, is because of the Sage's Sixth Path, the god of shinobi. Of course, he was able to split apart this evil ancient tail beast into 9 parts, making all the 9 present Bijus of right now. The Ten Tails is nothing but a creature of malice and hatred, evil intentions to destroy humanity, trying to destroy the earth, the place we live. Of course, transforming into a fruit, which allows another being able to eat that fruit and become stronger, so powerful that it does destroy the whole meaning of life on earth. I do not know what this person or entity is. It's not human mostly. Now, of course, Naruto knows about the Utsukis. Yes, he even sees them in his fucking visions, but yeah. He can go from so long range of what they call visions. Is it right? Well, Naruto says, but yeah. Is it right? Well, all of them are kind of now talking to each other. Hiruzen says, thank you, Naruto. Now, from all your understanding, we now need to unite together and to destroy these Akatsuki members. These members are called the Akatsuki. Now, in your future prediction, Naruto, are they, what's it called, able to what? Naruto explains for half of the members. That's what, well, Naruto actually explains almost all the members. Like the dual team that are kind of art users somewhat. Deidara from the Stone Village, S-Rank Ninja, who was able to use a forbidden technique to kind of use explosion clay. Sorcery from the Red Sand, or mostly Deidara the Explosion Maniac, and Sorcery from the Red Sand and other. Well, Sorcery of the Red Sand. He's able to use puppet manipulation. This is where, well, those 2 are S-Rank Ninjas, but consider Sorcerer to kind of be the weakest, since he's mostly immortal but easily to destroy. He's just a puppet. What do you use to destroy puppets? Fire or any type of fucking element. Yeah, even punching them will be easier. This is where, well, all of them understands. This is where Naruto goes on with the other Akatsuki members' information. He then goes into the immortal duo. He goes into Kazu from the Waterfall Village Missing Rank Ninja, S-Rank Ninja. He is able to kind of be immortal somewhat thanks to the strings that he uses, kind of threads, these black threads. It might be harder to defeat him because, well, not harder, kind of easier but at the same time difficult. He was in Hashirama's timeline to actually fight against Hashirama. Kind of got defeated by Hashirama, but at the same time might be a difficult ninja because he has 5 hearts, 5 different element hearts. That's how he can use all 5 elements from a forbidden technique. But destroying all 5 hearts will make him kind of die and perish. This is where all of the not Akatsuki, mostly the clan heads nodded. This is where, Naruto explains about Hidan. Hidan is the kind of difference from, well, Kazu. I already have a plan for, what's it called? Well, someone else has a plan for, well, Hidan. But Hidan's truly immortal. You take out his heart, take off his head or anything, he will still be moving and kicking. But mostly taking off his head is the biggest weakness because he can only talk through his head. His body would just sit there and be taken out. You can do whatever. This is what, pretty much he can't move his body. He can just talk in his head, blah, blah, blah. But of course, Naruto does explain about something that Hiram might be tricky. Don't let him able to stab you or take any blood from you, because he will be able to, what's it called, well, do damage to himself but also do damage to you. That's where all of them nodded. That's where Naruto goes on for the other kind of duo. The next duo is contains of the water, mostly one of the seven swordsmen ninjas named Kasame, who uses a sword called Samahara, able to drain chakra. He is called the Zero-Tailed Beast because he's able to take on a tailed beast by himself. But of course, his weakness is, well, you guessed it, just taijutsu. Because he might be able to take chakra, but taijutsu could be the only thing that might kick his ass. Might be other powerful ninjas, maybe Haruzen be able to take him out. But that'd be a risky thing to do. That's where, well, his teammate and duo right now is, well, Itachi of the Sharingan. The second last Uchiha. He is the S-rank ninja. He is wanting to, well, his weakness is basically his sickness and the fact that he's blind from both eyes and can barely use them half the time without needing the Sharingan, but yeah. From the Sharingan abilities, from the fact that overusing the Sharingan abilities, the involved version from the three Tomoyas, will actually destroy your eyes and go blindness. Itachi has been using them for so long time that basically his eyes have been deteriorating. But of course he also got a sickness that's kind of uncurable. I say uncurable but not impossible incurable. I can cure it, but why would I do that when he's basically an Uchiha massacre or whatever, murderer or whatever. This is where, well, all of them not. This is where, well, Naruto goes on to the next Akatsuki. These Akatsuki are multi kind of, well, this is where, well, Naruto says these Akatsuki are some of the co-leaders of the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki contains, well, mostly this group contains of kind of like 8 members in total. The reason why the first Akatsuki is, well, a girl named Konan, with bluish hair and able to use paper manipulation, Kekkei Genkai. This is where, well, Jiraiya and Tsunade kind of wind their eyes. Kona? Well, mostly Jiraiya, and says, what? This is where, well, Tsunade just remember something like that when she was in the war, somewhat, in what's called the Salamander fight or whatever. And this is where, well, the second person is named Nagato. Nagato Uzumaki. He has the most powerful eyes in the world. More stronger than the, well, mostly the Byakugan and Sharingan. It's actually an evolved version of the Sharingan. If you get to the max level of the Sharingan, you're able to awaken these eyes with the infused genes of, well, a Senju, like Hashirama's. Of course, you might need a body to be able to take those eyes because, well, they are pretty damn strong. But of course, these eyes allows him to use 6 other paths. Now, he isn't at his original strength. He's weakened to the point that he can barely move his body. But he uses 6 other paths with pain. This is where Naruto names out the 6 different paths. This is where the first is the Deba path. Able to use kind of gravity, almighty push, which pushes anything away, and can make very destructive power, and almighty pull, which he pulls anything that's in front of him towards him, or behind him, or whatever you like to think about it. Wherever the hand is pushed towards, but yeah, or kind of moving towards, but yeah. As well, the second path is, well, the second path is called the Eyeshadow Path. It's able to use multiple arms and multiple weapons at the same time, but can also be kind of defeated. This is what, well, the third path is called the Human Path. And of course, this is what, well, the Human Path will be able to revive the other path if they get destroyed. The fourth path is called the Animal Path. This path will allow him to summon out any animal that he kind of desires and wishes to bring. But yeah. The fifth path is called the Pareto Path and able to absorb the chakra of anyone that it touches. And the last path is called the Naraka Path, able to summon out the King of Hell, which is just this being that's able to suck out your soul. That's what, well, Naruto says that all of these paths are pretty damn strong, but one thing that can defeat them all will be nature chakra. Yes, I'm looking at, well, you, Jiraiya the Sunny. Also, if you kind of heard this kind of like whatever in the background, it's mostly my heater. I'm kind of like near my heater, and of course, I guess you probably could hear that. I kind of ignored it, but whatever. If you can ignore it, but yeah, I don't know if you can. But not the point. Let me go back to the what if. But yeah, that's what Naruto says. You, Jiraiya, be able to defeat the kind of 6 paths of pain. Well, kind of. You need a mastery over your kind of Toad Sage, what's it called, mastery form. Problem is that you probably didn't train at all. That's where Jiraiya said, oops. That's where Naruto says, whatever. Doesn't work. Well, Naruto says, but nature and energy would be the best way to defeat the path of pain. Now, I will go on to the main leaders of the actual Akatsuki organization. The first one is this creature that's black and white, unable to fight and pretty much really weak. But the black part of his kind of counterpart from the white one is mostly that the black one is the truly manipulator of the Akatsuki. Now, I say manipulator in quotation marks because he truly is the manipulator of the Akatsuki. He's wanting to bring the Ten Tails back to life to destroy the human race, thanks to the fact that he was created from an evil entity a long time ago. Now, the person that he's right now manipulating, and the one who's actually manipulating the Akatsuki, is, well, not actually, but kinda, is named, well, another Uchiha. Does it work? Well, all of them went on their eyes and said, another Uchiha? What? Huh? His name is Toby, but of course, his true name will be Obito Uchiha. This will work. Well, Haruto won his eyes and say, Obito. This will work. Well, Jiraiya say, but he's dead. He died a long time ago during the 4 Hokage's kind of, yeah, I know. During the 4 Hokage, kind of becoming, was like a Jonin sensei towards Kakashi Rin. Well, you see here, he didn't truly die. Kakashi might have saw Obito died in that rock, but when Kakashi and Rin left, Obito was saved by Madara Uchiha by being mostly prevented from dying from, well, Hashirama was from the fact that he bite a good chunk of Hashirama. This is where Haruto remember something like that happening. And when he bites into Hashirama and takes his cells, he was able to awaken the Rinnegan. Meaning that the Rinnegan that, well, Nagato Uzumaki has is truly Madara's Rinnegan. The reason why it was given to, well, in Uzumaki is to prolong them for the revival of Madara Uchiha to come back. Now, Madara can come back in 2 ways. A. Obito managed to get the Rinnegan and able to bring back Madara by the running rebirth. 2. The reanimation jutsu will be able to, well, bring him back and still, well, give the Rinnegans that, well, Nagato has into Madara's eyes. He can then use the running rebirth to be brought back to life. There is, well, those kind of options for how Madara might be able to come back. But before that, Madara will then be able, well, Madara's full plan is to bring back the ancient tail beast, to bring him back and to kind of fuse his body with, and then kind of make something called the infamous Tsukiyomi, meaning that he wants to take over the world and make everyone go into a dreamland, thinking that he is doing the good possible idea to bring everyone to a dream world peaceful enough, but really it's just all false and just illusions. Truly, the master of the real plan, well, Madara is being played like a fiddle, is thanks to, well, that true member that I mentioned, the one that was white and black, able to bring back its kind of real creator, this evil being that mostly the Sage of 6 Path and his brother tried to seal a long time ago. Like right now, it's here in our carbonation. This is where, well, Naruto says, Sun Soldier, Moon Soldier. This is where, well, two soldiers appear right now grabbing something out of the ground. Well, see the ground right now. And this is where, well, it's black and white. So they're right now saying, how do you know everything like that? No, this is impossible. This is where all the, what's called, clan members are right now shocked. And even Hiruzen. This is where Naruto says, you're supposed to be still along the way. And I don't give a shit about bringing your creator back. I don't give a shit about her. And I don't give a shit about your fucking problems with the other Utsukis. Now, you should be gone from this world. Naruto says, soul manipulation, soul annihilation. Black Sister says, do you think that will work on me? Even if you have no soul, this ability will actually still annihilate you from this existence. This is what, well, Black Sister says, no, you can't do that! Dies in an instant. This is what, oh, Naruto says, now we got rid of the main problem of the Akashis. Now it's dealing with the other Akashis. Now I should mention about Obito Uchiha's little possible of his Sharingan ability. He's able to go untangible, being, well, unable to be hit. But at the same time, he won't be able to hit anyone else in that ability. Which you just gotta be faster than him using just Kamui. That's the ability's name, but yeah. He can go from that being unable to get hit, and unable to also, well, he can also be teleporting away from you. Go into a different dimension, teleport, but yeah. Everyone, their eyes saying, yeah. This is what, well, Naruto says, well, at least that problem is now done. Can I go now, Hiruzen? Hiruzen says, yes, you can. Naruto Uzumaki, thank you for your help and service. Naruto says, well, you gotta go. He gets up and starts walking away. And this is where, well, his two Sun and Moon Soldiers disappear, but yeah. Mostly going back into him, but yeah. This is what, oh, that stuff. And Kazaki kind of follow him, but yeah. This is where, oh, they're going kind of outside. This is where, oh, Elsa says, why didn't you let me freeze him? This is where Kazaki says, I would have been interested to stab him. Naruto says, because you're too slow. Naruto says, he stuck out his tongue. This is where, oh, they get angry, and this is where Naruto just smiles with this evil grinnish smile because it's right now just sharp and all that. Think of it when like Shinra kind of smiles and has this kind of grin of being sharp, but yeah, mostly sharp teeth. Yeah, Naruto has that. This is where, well, Naruto says, well, you said you wanted to have fun, so let's go have fun. So basically, they just go play some like games around the village, mostly like just a couple games that are kind of festival and all that. Because it's kind of like a festival day, but yeah. No, it's not Naruto's kind of birthday, but yeah. This is what, well, we go into a time skip of, well, Gaara being attacked by the Akashis. Mostly by, well, Deidara and Sasori. But before Deidara and Sasori were trying to capture Gaara, this is where a couple members appear from the Leaf Village. This is where one says, Steel Punch! Steel Annihilation. This is where he tried to punch out, well, Deidara. Deidara managed to dodge. This is where someone else says, Blaze Attack. Blazing Rage and Flames. He sends a very powerful fire attack at, well, Sasori. And Sasori has to dodge and says, what the? Damn it, Deidara. This is where, well, Deidara says, what is this happening? Bullshit. Telekinesis style. Telekinesis gravity push. This is what, well, Deidara cannot stay on his bird and gets pushed down to the ground, smashing down to the ground. Sasori is right now on the ground and right now dealing with another fighter who says, what's it called? Says, this person says, shadow manipulation. This is where, well, not shadow manipulation. He says, bug manipulation. Bugs of extracting chakra. This is where bugs appear around Sasori, and of course Sasori's arms are kind of being absorbed out of the chakra. This is where Sasori managed to just get out of one of his arms once he cut them off, and this is where, well, Sasori says, damn it, these are leaf ninjas. It's Shino Aburame, Blazer from, what's it called, the Blazer clan, Wabi, and also what's it called, Saki. But yeah, they're all they're kind of helping Gaara, and Gaara says, what? I didn't actually ask for reinforcements. No, this is where, well, Saki, mostly, well, not Saki, mostly Barame says, we're only here thanks to Naruto's protection. This is where, Gaara says, I understand. Because after hearing Naruto's name, he understands. Because Naruto's truly powerful. This is what, other members are going after the Akashis. This is what, Shikamaru already knows about the weakness of what Hiran, and of course has an idea on how to get rid of him. This is where, Shikamaru is not alone. He's with Choji still. He's not with Ino. This is where, he's also with other people. Someone who is able to use hot water, is there with him. And of course, someone who is able to use a very hot type of flames. And that is Blue Flames is with him. It's another clan cat, but yeah. This person's named Tabi. This is where, they're all going there. Of course, this is where, someone else is with them just because to make it 5 and all that. And this person is, this person is, this person is named Neji because Neji is also coming along. Because, they need the Byakugan to kind of see where the hearts would be at. So Neji is coming along, but yeah. This is where, they kind of counteract where, Hiran and Kakuzu are at. They're mostly at the Fire Temple, and of course, this is where, they kind of see 5 leaf ninjas appear. This is where, the monks were shocked, and this is where, they're right now saying, Leaf Konoha ninjas, why are you here? This is where Shikamaru explains that they're here to get rid of the Akashis, since there will be such a big problem in the near future. This is where Hiran and Kakuzu say, you think you can defeat us? This is where, all of them kind of smack and say, of course, we know your weaknesses. This is where Hiran and Kakuzu say, huh? Possible. We're immortal, you can't kill us. This is where Hiran kind of brags and all that, and this is where Kakuzu says, do we have a spy? Well, after we're killing these Konoha ninjas, I guess I can go find that bastard or whatever. This is where, they're thinking that they have a spy or something. This is where, we go into Itachi and Kisame right now going towards the car. Well, a spot near, what's it called? The, Five Tails. Not Five Tails, the Four Tails. Mostly at the Stone Village. That's where, they're trying to get there, and of course, they kind of find the Four Tails, and the Four Tails say, damn it, this is bad. This is where, he starts sending lava attacks at, both Kisame and, Itachi. But this is where, Kisame easily destroys it with Samahara and then sends a very powerful water attack. And, the Four Tails smashing him into, the kind of, tree. His name is Roshi, I think so? Yeah. It's not like that. Roshi, I forgot his name. I think it's like a reference for Dragon Ball, so I'm just gonna call him Roshi, and his tail beast name Son Goku, but yeah. But of course, Itachi is saying, well, we managed to get him. This is where, Kisame says, let me break his legs. This is where, before he's able to kind of use Samahara, an ice dagger smashes into, Samahara and freezes it in an instant. This is where, Samahara cannot get rid of the ice, and this is where right now he's trying to squirm around. This is where Kisame says, what are you? This is where, Kenzaki appears right now with blood source saying, blood cut of what's it called, moon, what most used to say, red moon, blood scythe. This is where, she managed to cut out what's called, Samahara, and this is where Samahara gets cut and saying, stupid bitch. This is where, he managed to jump away, but of course, this is where, he says, who the fuck are you? This is where, both Estef and Kenzaki are there, and this is where Itachi knows that they have leaf headbands and says, I see, so you're from the Leaf Village. You people dare get in our way. You know, we are not after the Leaf Ninjas. But we must get rid of you. This is where before Itachi was able to use his Sharingan, this is where, he could not dodge a kick from the side of the head, smashing him into multiple trees. This is where, Kisame whined his eyes and didn't see the speed. This is where Naruto appears saying, sorry, you're not hurting my friends. Naruto stuck out his tongue in this where, Kenzaki and Estef to blush, but yeah. This is where, Itachi is like, ugh, what the? Right now trying to get up, and this is where he sees Naruto, the 9-toast jerky. This is where Naruto says, Kenzaki, Estef, you can deal with, what's it called, this shark dude, alright? Fish dude or whatever. This is where they kind of nod, and this is where Naruto says, I'm dealing with you. I know you're the strongest here right now. or should I say the weakest. But luckily your brother is right now in prison and cannot escape. When I kill you, I'm gonna kill your brother. This is where Itachi gets angry and says, Tsukuyomi! This is where, well, he managed to put Naruto under the Tsukuyomi, and this is where he says, I will torture you for 72 hours and take the 9 tails. This is where Naruto says, Naruto's right now on the cross and just laughing, saying, you can't do shit. Illusions do not work on me. And besides, you're actually trapped with me and, well, my friend over there. This is where Kurama is right now in a human form. And of course, this is where, well, he is kind of like this older male and all that with reddish hair and all that, like really crimson red hair. And of course, like eyes. And this is where, well, the Fox Monarch appears. This is where the Fox Monarch managed to kind of use soul manipulation on Kurama to kind of transform him into a human. This is where, well, Itachi says, what is this? This is where Naruto breaks out of the cross and says, well, Itachi, I would like you to meet the Nine Tails, the QB, his human form for right now, and my true sensei here. This is called the Fox Monarch. His name is, well, this is where Naruto says, well, his name is Imperial. And this is where, well, Imperial is kind of just grinning at Itachi. And this is where Itachi says, well, you're still under my genjutsu. I do not care. This is where he looks at the Nine Tails and tries to put him in a genjutsu and even the Fox Monarch. But this is where they're unable to be phased. And this is where, well, Naruto says, well, it's time for you to be brutally fucking hurting your emotions. Right, Itachi? Itachi couldn't move. And of course, this is where Itachi's right now paralyzed with fear. And we go into 72 hours, but really it was only 3 seconds. Itachi is right now out of the illusions and right now dizzy in his eye. This is where Naruto punched him in the stomach and then punched him again in the fucking chin. Punching him with still the same hand. This is where Naruto is that fast. This is where Naruto then fucking uppercuts his shit. And this is where, well, Naruto then fucking kicks him to the side of the waist, breaking some ribs and smashing him into multiple trees. This is where Naruto saying, bitch. This is where, well, Kisame is having a worse time because he's trying to absorb chakra and is trying to go into the kind of transformation of, well, both Samahara and him kind of going into the shark form. But of course, water is the weakness of ice, and exactly this ice is managing to freeze any water attacks and of course being destroyed in an instant. But yeah, of course the blood user is actually even worse because the blood user is able to manipulate the water that's inside him right now, making him unable to move and kind of missing multiple attacks thanks to this blood user. Is it where, well, he's been trying to attack the both of them, but of course where, well, the Four Tails did go into his transformation of his own beast and right now beating the shit out of Kisame. This is what, well, Kisame is being freeze, unable to move, and then getting beat the shit out of. This is where, well, he managed to get out of the form of Samahara, and this is where he's fully being frozen alive and saying, I can't die. This is where Kensaki sends multiple blood needles at him, right now stabbing him all over, and this is where, well, he says, I won't die. This is where, well, he's managing to get out of the kind of form, and this is where, well, he's trying to rush at them, saying, no, you bastards won't beat me. I will not die. This is where he tries to grab Samahara and rush at both of them, all three of them. And this is where they realize that they are, well, unable to hold him off. And this is where, well, before he's unable to kind of hit any of them, a sword clanks with his. And this is where Samahara is actually destroyed. Thanks to having so much ice inside, it's actually shattered by another sword, a longer sword. And this is where multiple needles are smashed upon, well, what's it called? Well, fuck, I forgot his name. Kisame? For some reason, I forget. Kisame, and of course, where, well, people jump in front of, well, the three of them. This is where the person is right now wearing the mist headband, but also has the executioner blade. And of course, right next to him is a boy with long blackish hair, and of course, is tall and all that, and is using what's called senbons, and a cloak and all that. And right next to the other person, or mostly the other side of this other Evan swordsman. Well, the first one is Zabuza, the second one is Haku, and next to him is Hakin. Hakin has longish white hair, and right now just smiling and saying, well, that was interesting. Oh wait, are they in this one? I can't remember. I think it's No, Hakin isn't here, but Haku is. So yeah, Haku is right now saying, "So, did we do it, Lord Zabuza?" Zabuza says, "Yeah, we got him." This is where, well, Samahara says, well, not Samahara, not Samahara. Kisame says, Zabuza. Zabuza says, "Let me help you, buddy." He cuts off the arms of, well, Kisame, and this is where, well, he says, "You're coming with me." This is where, well, he kind of thanks the Konoha ninjas and also the Stone Ninja and disappears. This is where they're confused, but yeah, this is where Naruto beats the shit out of Itachi, and Itachi just flies to the ground, smashing down and eating dirt. This is where Naruto appears right now, smashing both of Itachi's legs and of course then breaking both of his arms, saying, "You ain't fucking going anywhere. You're gonna pay the crime, bitch." And don't you think that just because you were following orders makes you any fucking greater excuse to fucking live more, you scumbag. This is where Naruto rips out the Sharingan and yeah. So yeah, Naruto was being brutal as hell to, well, Itachi. Because when Naruto was kind of seen also into the past, because yes, his time abilities basically doesn't have a limit right now, he was able to see into the past of what happened in the Uchihas and saw how fucking Itachi fucked up the clan just for an order. He could have easily avoided this if he just used Shinsui's eye on, well, Fugaku. But no, instead it was just massacring the clan because that was the most easy fucking logical way to do it. And of course, well, Naruto breaks almost all his bones. This is where Naruto brings back Itachi to the, well, village, but yeah. This is where they leave the fortress but disappear, but yeah. This is where, well, the fortress is just confused, but happy to not be annoyed that much. Until, well, Inoki comes out of nowhere and says, "Fortaus, I need you for your power, blah, blah, blah." But yeah, this is where the Fortaus can't get a break, but yeah. This is where, oh, we go into, well, the kind of fight between Hidan and what's it called, Kaksu. Kaksu has no hearts and all his hearts are broken and destroyed. Hidan is entrapped and right now thrown into a prison, being buried underground. And this is where the monks think the Konoha ninjas. And this is where, well, they kind of, well, the Konoha ninjas leave, but yeah. This is where, well, the next, what's it called, in the Sand Village, Gaara managed to crush, well, what's it called, sorcery. And of course, where, well, what's it called? Blazer, Psyche, and even what's it called, Awabi managed to just pierce and destroy. Well, Deidara, after Deidara tried to fly away, but Bugs managed to sap his energy away, and of course he was destroyed by Awabi punching him so hard to the ground. Blazer sending a blaze of fire attack at him from underneath, and this our Psyche managed to freeze him on just thin air. And of course he was being burned alive like a fucking roasted marshmallow, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, they all decide to leave, and of course, where Gaara thanks Konoha ninjas more, but yeah. But yeah, Gaara did become the Katakage still, because Tomari wanted Gaara to do it instead of her, but yeah. She's not much of doing paperwork, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into a time skip of them being back at the Leaf Village. Now, one thing that the Akatsuki are angry is the fact that they lost so many members by the Konoha ninjas only. This is where, well, but of course, this is where, well, Hidan and, well, not Hidan, mostly, the Akatsuki, mostly like Konoha, well, not Konoha, Konan, Nagato, and, well, Obito were all in a secrecy meeting. Now, Obito's angry at the fact that, well, Naruto managed to get rid of Black and White Zetsu. This is where, well, Obito's angry in the fact that all the other Akatsuki are wiped out. Yes, every single one of them are wiped out. This is where, well, he managed to kind of manipulate what's called Nagato and Konan to go to the Leaf Village. Now, Obito managed to also manipulate another type of nation to go to the Leaf Village to, well, raid it after destruction of, well, Naruto. This is where, well, we go into, well, time skip. Of course, they haven't heard much of where the Akatsuki might be at, and for some reason Naruto's kind of like prediction ability isn't coming true and where they might attack. So of course this is where they're kind of celebrating for a little bit, just kind of managing to get rid of, and there was a festival and all that. And of course Naruto was with Kentucky, and of course with SF, and of course they were wearing kimonos, but of course like beautiful kimonos and all that. And this is where, well, Naruto's face was kind of red, and of course it's blushing in entirely. Of course Naruto was wearing like his normal red, like very yellowish color, but yeah. Of course I made Naruto wear something else that wasn't actually yellow, and of course just made him kind of wear like this kind of like whitish one instead. But yeah. Of course, Naruto's laughing with them. Of course, laughing with the others. The other like guys from the different clans are right now laughing at the fact they managed to defeat like some Esoteric ninjas, and right now saying, "Bro, I hope you get promoted to Jonin." This is where Blazer says, "Bro, I'm gonna be promoted to Jonin. I burn that motherfucker." This is where Wabi says, "I punch that motherfucker." Sake says, I guess I freezed him." This is where, well, Shino says, "I guess you did a good job." This is where, well, Sake says, "Why, thank you, Shino." Yeah, they actually managed to become friends, but yeah. This is what, well, they're all kind of just right now celebrating and all that until the next day. The next day, no one expected this. Almighty push! Destroying the village in an instant. This is what, well, everyone is shocked, and of course, not many people manage to react. This is what, well, some of the ninjas, Konoha ninjas, start reacting and start to fight against, well, the Six Paths of Pain. Konoha is right now just in the same tree with Nagato, and Nagato says, "I will defeat it, and I will take the Naito Shinjuriki." This is where, well, Obito from afar away is seeing this, but this is where, well, an army is coming towards Konoha direction, and this army is right now full of, well, stone shinobis and somewhat rogue shinobis from the Stone Village, and of course 2 Bijus, the 4 Tails and 5 Tails. Noki is also going and saying, it's time to take the 9 Tail from that place. This is where we'll see Anoki's daughter, I forgot her name. I think her name was I forgot. But of course, she also saw coming along, and of course, this is what, well, they managed to get to the stone, mostly Leaf Village, and right now attacking some of the Leaf Ninjas. This is where, well, Harusen won his eyes and realized stone shinobis are attacking. The Six Paths of Pains are attacking. And this is where, well, he didn't actually get any information from Naruto, thinking that Naruto had a limit in how much he can use time. This is where, well, Harusen starts fighting against, well, some of the stone ninjas. The Leaf Ninjas are all over the place and trying to fight, but of course getting killed. And this is where Naruto is seeing what is happening. Yes, Naruto did wake up because his building didn't get, for some reason, knocked out, but yeah. Or mostly, well, not building, he was at his, what's it called, well, like, compound, and of course he was reading on something, until he then get an alert from Konoha. This is where, well, when he managed to get there, he sees some of the destruction. This is where, well, what he's afraid, and something that he sees and just stunned him and is right now afraid, is seeing Estef and Kanzaki dead. Kanzaki tried to fight against some of the snow ninjas, but managed to overpower her. And of course, Estef was trying to help Kanzaki, but of course also managed to get overpowered because they were already hurt from the Six Paths of Pain. And of course, the Six Paths of Pain are right now fighting against Jiraiya, and Jiraiya is being destroyed in an instant. Jiraiya cannot fight them. This is where, well, Tsunade is trying to fight also, but of course it's being defeated. This is where Naruto is seeing Konoha fall. This is where, well, all he thinks is Estef and what's it called, Kanzaki. This is where he rushed down and sees multiple stone ninjas right now just about to stab them and fully try to mangle them up. And this is where, well, Naruto says, "Get away from them. Sun Rage burn." This is where Naruto burns him alive. This is where, well, they're all just incinerated. And this is where Naruto, like, goes down on his knees and sees Kanzaki and Estef. This is where Madara says, "It seems that you were too late." 9 Tails, Naruto turns around. And all that, well, Obito sees is Death himself. Or, also known as, well, Naruto's true form. This is where, well, Naruto finally unlocked his 9th tail. And his 9th tail is a very powerful tail. This tail is, well, a very different color. It's purely black. It's black, and of course all the other tails appear. This is where, well, Naruto's eyes becomes, well, it's a very crimson fiery red, the ninth tail. But of course, this is where, well, Naruto's eyes become such a crimson red that's full of rage, but of course, it's also having something else. That's where Naruto's hair changes from purely yellow to white to black, like black long hair. His ears also become black. That's what, oh, the other tails, the other different tails, do become black, but also still has the same pattern of, well, the element that they are chosen to have. This is where, well, Naruto is right now just looking at Obito. Obito says, "What the hell?" Naruto just breathes in, and this is where, well, he breathes out. This is where, well, his eyes change again. From being slick and crimson red and all that, they change to having the mostly Rinnegan, but of course having the Tomoyas in it. But these Tomoyas are kind of like having crosses in them instead. Mostly crosses. Think of like more Jim's eyes. Yeah, they have them instead of being the Tomoyas. This is what, well, it's a slick eye in the middle, and of course, this is where, well, it kind of goes through the kind of like what's called the circles, the rings, and all that. And of course, this is where, well, Naruto is right now growling. This is where Naruto looks at Obito. And Obito, he then realized that he might be in danger. He uses Kamui, but this is where Naruto, he activates a portal and of course grabs Obito's physical body and thus pull him out of it. Managed to also pull the, well, Obito right in front of him and pull him right now, having him in his grasp. This is where, well, Obito widens his eyes, and this is where Naruto says, "You're dead." This is where Naruto, he pushes him up and says, "So magic, obliteration." Well, he says, "Destruction, obliteration." This is where, well, Naruto swings his hand once in air and destroys Obito in an instant, wiping him out from all universes. This is where, well, Naruto also did kind of push a lot of clouds. Right now, an aura around him is very powerful. And this is what, well, the Fox Monarch says, ninth tail, true transformation, ninth tail's ability. This is what, well, Naruto has fire from his hands, like blazing fire appearing from his hands. And this is what, well, right now fire is also appearing from his head, but these are crimson flames. So of course, what Naruto, well, it's mostly the ninth tail is called true form because it's actually the true form. This is what, is fully the nine tails. This is what, well, Naruto rushes at some, well, stone and just tries to hurt some civilians. Naruto wipes them out from thin air, rips them out. But before doing that, he then take out the soul and then go back to Estef and Kanzaki. This is where he says soul manipulation, soul revival, time manipulation. Well, mostly he says time and nature manipulation, healing style. This is where, well, Kanzaki's body and Estef's body were back to normal. But of course, this is where, well, Naruto managed to sacrifice the souls that he took from the Stone Ninjas to bring back, well, Estef and Kanzaki. Just so he wouldn't waste energy, there's another way for him to use soul manipulation. This is where, oh, a storm is rumbling from the sky, like appearing. This is where clouds are right now clashing. Well, mostly not clashing. Lightning is right now crackling from the sky. Red, crimson lightning crackling from the sky. This is where the Stone Ninjas are right now confused. Stone Ninjas start getting struck at randomly from the sky. This is where, well, Inoki is shocked. Inoki uses his particle release to shoot at the sky because the red lightning was about to strike him. And of course, Inoki had to really push energy because the red lightning was about to destroy his particle release. And right now, he is right now shocked and scared. This is where everyone is shocked. This is where multiple Stone Ninjas are trying to run away. But multiple flaming red crimson foxes appear, right now stopping them. And of course, this is where soldiers of sun and moon appears. And also nature. And a bunch of other elements right now killing and massacring the Stone Ninjas. This is where Inoki is shocked. Inoki tries to use his particle release to destroy one of the foxes. When he destroys one of the foxes, 5 other foxes appear because it was only split into 2. And of course, they are not destroyed. That's where Inoki is just seeing his man being massacred. This is where he sees his daughter right now struggling. And this is where, well, Inoki says, what's it called? Let me remember. Her name is Kotosuke, and of course Kotosuke says, "Grandfather." This is where, well, Anoki says, granddaughter. This is where before, what's it called? Kurisuke was able to grab what's called Anoki's hands. The one thing that Anoki sees is a shadow behind Kurisuke. And of course, the shadow right now sending his hand, going through Kurisuke's, what's it called? Chest, and having the heart right now pulling it out. And this is where, well, Anoki sees, well, the man, also known as the Nine-Tails, Naruto Uzumaki, right now having the heart of Kurisuke. This is where Naruto crushes it, and Naruto says, you will pay for your insolence. This is where Anoki sends a giant particle release at Naruto, but Naruto just crushes it by just slapping his hand. Do it. This is where Naruto crushes Anoki and says, die. Crushes its head. This is where Naruto then looks at the sixth path of pain. This is where Naruto, he glances with his eyes, right now canceling the puppet control. And this is where, well, Nagato is shocked. He is shocked. He says, what the hell just happened? This is where, well, all six paths of pain were now just disconnected, unable to be reconnected because they're burning with these black flames on top of them. This is where, well, Naruto then creates this kind of ball in his hand. And of course, this is where it's mostly the Biju ball because he's also with Kurama's power fully. And this is where, oh, Naruto says, Biju Dama. Biju blast. This is where Naruto sends the ball so fast and like Mach 10 speed, smashing into the, what's it called, like tree in an instant that Nagato and Konan were at, and destroying in an instant, blasting them from existence. Naruto, he then uses his soul manipulation with his new eyes to bring back everyone back. This is where Hiruzen was in the brink of death, but before he says, Jiraiya will now have to become. How am I back to life? I don't know. This is where, well, the 4-tails and 5-tails still try to fight against Naruto when Naruto is reviving everyone back. But this is where a clone of Naruto appears without Naruto going into like doing any hand signals. This clone was right now made out of fire and managed to punch the 4-tails out of the way right now in his like Biju kind of like state, like the reddish kind of color, and even the 4-tails out of the way, mostly 5 and 4-tails out of the way. This is where the clone of the fire clone kind of appears another clone, and of course they start beating the shit out of these kind of Bijus, right now to the fact that they are knocked the fuck out. But yeah, of course this is where, well, everyone is right now revived, and of course this is where the 4-tails and 5-tails, their Biju is ripped out of them, and of course they didn't die, but this is where the 4-tails and 5-tails, I don't know, was just thrown somewhere else. They didn't care what they throw them at. Mostly the clones of Naruto decide to come back into Naruto, and yeah, Naruto is right now just at his kind of using his, well, ninth tail. Now, it was called the true form of the Kitsune, but also is, what's it called? Its true name is called Reality Breaker. So, of course, Naruto managed to also use this ninth tail ability to kind of break reality a little bit and kind of, well, bring some, what's it called? He accidentally brought back, well, Kushina Uzumaki, but yeah, even though she was dead, and her body was nowhere to be found, but yeah. But of course, Naruto managed to bring her back, and this is where, well, Kushina was hugging him and trying to, like, calm him down, but yeah, because Naruto was purely enraged. This is where, well, Naruto, he's kind of being calmed down, but this is where Kushina almost gets stabbed by Kakashi until Kushina appears behind her, right now uppercutting the shit out of Kakashi. Yes, Kakashi managed to see the opportunity to get rid of something that Naruto has got rid of him. Mostly his Jonin ring, and was just for a friend. She's right now didn't notice this was Kushina. He just thought it was some kind of red hair girl. This is where, well, Kushina fucking uppercut his shit and then fucking axe kick him back down to the ground, right now breaking so many bones. This is where Sasuke managed to escape, but before being able to escape, this is where, well, a Wallaby, Blazer, and even Psyche managed to appear, saying, "Sup, bitch? You're not doing anything." This is where, well, they started beating the shit out of Sasuke, beating the shit out of him in his life, so yeah. But yeah, of course, where, well, Naruto is being hugged by, well, Kushina, and of course, Kanzaki and Nestor managed to also calm him down by hugging him. This is where, well, Kushina was happy to see her baby boy, and yeah. Of course, we go into a time skip, and Kushina is actually alive. Like, she is fully alive. She's healthy and alive. Which it was shocking because, well, They couldn't find her. Well, they know where her body's at, and Kushina did see her body, but it's like if she was cloned, but brought back to life with her actual original strength and body, but doesn't have the nine tails, which was confusing. But yeah, of course, Kushina didn't give a shit that much and just wanted to really just be in her kind of Naruto-chan's life. But yeah, of course, Naruto did look just exactly like her. Well, mostly her father, exactly. Not her husband, her father, because Naruto's hair did change from being blonde to black and red. And Kushina's father did look like to have black and reddish hair, but mostly reddish hair, but highlights of black hair. And this is where Kushina was happy to know that Naruto basically looks like her father instead of Minato. But yeah, she was against the whole idea of like putting the full nine tails into Naruto. But now seeing that Naruto has become strong, she's happy. Of course, we go into a time skip of Naruto having kind of twins with two people. These two twins, these other two twins, they have black hair and kind of like blondish hair but with red and all that. And do have like these fox ears a little bit. Of course, they do have somewhat tails, but they're able to use blood manipulation. And of course, they kind of run up to their father. Another two twins appear with kind of bluish hair and of course bluish slick eyes. And of course, growling at the other twins. This is where, as if in Kanzaki says, hey Naruto. This is where Naruto says, great. Not this. This is where Naruto does get overrun by his children, but yeah. This is where, Naruto's laughing, but this is where Kushina is like, my grandbabies. This is where, she runs up and kind of just hugs him because, she also appears right behind, Kanzaki and Nesdev. This is where, the little Kitsunes who are, Naruto's children, right now kind of hugs Kushina, but yeah. Naruto laughs, but yeah. This is where Naruto isn't Hokage in this one because Naruto did not want to be Hokage. Instead, that was kind of forced upon, Tsunade. Besides, Tsunade was young, but she didn't want to do it half the time, but yeah. This is where Haruka managed to retire and says, finally, I can fucking leave. I can finally live in peace. Before he was able to do anything like that, this is where, Konohamaru managed to bonk him in the head with a bat. Thinking it was a robber that, came back home. But yeah. This is where, Haruka was knocked out. But of course, other people kind of had children, but yeah. This is mostly a time skip of 20 years. Or not 20 years. Not 20 years, mostly like 10 years. Naruto is now 27, but yeah. Of course, Kushina, however old she was, she kind of became older and now became a grandmother. But yeah. Of course, this is the end of this what if. Also I should mention one thing. Sasuke and Kakashi. Kakashi was actually killed by Kushina because Kushina murdered him. And Sasuke was murdered by the others because, fuck it, they didn't like Sasuke at all. And didn't give a shit about the Uchiha bloodline when they already had the most powerful bloodline, and that is the Kitsune bloodline. Or that's the new name it's called, but yeah. But of course, Naruto, the Fox Monarch was with Naruto, but disappeared after a while. He kind of realized that he had nothing to teach Naruto no more, so he decided to leave and disappear and let Naruto just have his power. Think of it how like Ashborn left and decided to give his power towards, Sun Jin-woo, but decided to leave, but yeah. That's how it went, but yeah. So of course, this would be the end of this what if. Yep, this is the end of What If Naruto was the Fox Monarch, Part 6, the end. Bye-bye, potato, and good night. Shit, I gotta go get gas. You want, bye. Yeah, bye.